Welcome back, Nail Queens. Today I'm excited to bring you a very thorough builder gel video. So today's is going to encompass 4 different things: a builder gel in a bottle, builder gel in a pot, extensions, and overlays. So if that's what you're interested in, keep watching. So here I'm going to be using all Kimberz Kreations products. She released brand new builder gels in a bottle and in a pot. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to use both of those. And I have a couple short nails, so I figured it'd be a good time to show you guys how I use paper forms to extend out my nails. So I have a couple short nails, so this is perfect. She also released a gel base coat and a gel top coat so that you don't have to shop elsewhere for your gel and builder gel needs, and a builder gel brush, so if you're someone who uses a pot, I prefer to, you have a brush. So the first thing you want to do if you are using a pot is obviously open it up, but your pot's going to look like this. It's going to have a metal tin like foil around it, so you're going to want to remove that and open it up. I personally like to remove the entire foil in its entirety, so I puncture it with tweezers and then I start tearing it off so that the whole thing comes off. But if you are just using the bottle, then disregard this. So this is the current condition of my nails. Please don't judge. I do have a couple shorties. I have a couple naturally long nails, an awkwardly short one where it's short on one side. So there's going to be some tips and tricks that I'm going to have to do in order to extend my nails and make sure that they're all the same length. So you can see how some of them are pretty damaged. So we're going to go about fixing that. The first thing I do like to do though is apply Protein Bond. This is a bonder. It's considered like double-sided tape. It ensures that your builder gel sticks to your nails like super glue. It helps prevent lifting. It's an amazing product. I absolutely recommend this if you struggle with lifting or you experience it in any way after you do your builder gel routine. So I applied 1 layer of Protein Bond to my nails, I let it air dry a little bit, and then I go in with my second layer. If you use Protein Bond and you're new to it, it will dry tacky, but when it dries matte, that's when you know it's dry. The next step in this builder gel routine is to apply a thin layer of gel base to all of your nails. You do not want to skip this step. It is very important to make sure that your builder gel sticks to your nails and you don't experience lifting as well. So I'm going to apply a thin layer to this nail on camera and do the rest off camera so that I don't keep you guys here all night. When your gel base is applied, you'll want to cure that in a nail lamp for about 60 seconds. The one that I have here I'm using is a 48 watt UV LED lamp. So I'm curing that for 60 seconds and then we're going to get into putting on a form. So this nail is pretty short on its sides, so I definitely want to apply a form to extend out the sides to widen my nail and also give it a little longer of a free edge. So I'm just taking off the sticker form off of here and then I'm cutting the perforated edge at the top of the form. Now I'm going to fit the form to my nail. When you're doing this, it's very important to make sure that the form fits under your free edge and that there's no gap from the form to your natural nail under the free edge. You do not want there to be a gap because if there is, your builder gel will seep underneath and you'll get builder gel under your nail. So when you're doing this, make sure there's no gap and make sure that the form comes out straight from your nail bed all the way to the tip of the form. When I figure that it's straight, then I start pinching the sides and making sure that the form sticks together. You do not have to get the flaps at the top to stick together. Once you have the entire side of the form on, you are good to go. Your form is not going anywhere. So for this part, I'm going to use builder gel in a bottle, and what I'm doing is getting a good amount of builder gel on my brush because the first thing I'm going to focus on is building out my free edge. If you're like me and you're not doing an overlay on your nails, you are actually extending and adding length. You want to focus on your free edge first before you focus on the rest of the nail. So what I'm doing is applying builder gel to the tip of the nail and then I'm going to extend it out on the sides and the free edge. It is very important that you build out the free edge first before you focus on the rest of the nail. Another important technique that I want to note is that you don't want to drag your builder gel. You don't want the brush dragging on your nail. You want to float it on. It makes more sense when you're actually doing this to yourself or to somebody else what floating means, but essentially you want there to be enough product on your brush so that you're not getting dry streaks, so that you are able to float it on. Builder gel is such an amazing product, and it's really, really easy to use once you get the hang of it. So don't get discouraged if this is your first time and your first time doesn't turn out great. Just keep at it, you're gonna get better. So I cured this in my lamp for 60 seconds, and don't worry, my builder gel is still sticky, it's tacky. And then I'm inspecting the sides and seeing how I like the free edge, and then I'm gonna go in with more builder gel. I'm still trying to focus on the side walls and the free edge to make sure that there's still enough bulk and that my free edge is to my satisfaction. So keep building out your free edge until you get the length and the width that you want. Now that my free edge and side walls are kind of to my satisfaction, I'm going to add a little bit of builder gel to the top closer to my cuticle area, and then I'm going to cure that in my nail lamp for another 60 seconds. I know this might seem very time consuming, but once you apply your builder gel and you have it on, you really don't have to do much maintenance except for routine fills every couple of weeks. So it's a very low maintenance product. You just have to get it on there. So now that I'm satisfied, I'm pinching the form so that I can get the form off of my finger, and then I can wipe off the tacky layer or add more product if I need to. I decided that I wanted a little bit more product near the cuticle area because I do like my builder gel to be on the medium side. I don't want it too thick, but I also don't want it too thin. So I make sure to apply an even coverage to the entire nail. And then I want to focus on building the apex. So what I do is I take my brush and I just keep on floating the builder gel down the center of the nail. And then when I'm satisfied, I'll flip my hand upside down to let gravity do its thing and then level out the builder gel and also ensure that it builds a nice apex. If you notice that you have some spots missing near your cuticles or you want to get a more precise application near your sidewalls and your cuticles, I recommend getting a builder gel brush or a gel brush and then just really cleaning that out to make sure it's a nice thin application. Then I cure that for 60 seconds and we're good to go on this nail. Well, almost. I'm very, very pleased with the apex and the overall application. It turned out very, very level and very smooth. So I'm going to take a paper towel and some rubbing alcohol and I'm going to wipe off the sticky layer. Because when your builder gel is done, it is going to be sticky. So you want to remove that before you do any filing, shaping, and buffing. Depending on your preferred filing, shaping, and buffing routine, your shape might be different than mine, so just go about your normal shaping routine until you are satisfied with the shape that you have, and then dust off all of the dust that you're getting from shaping. And if you do, by any chance, buff the top of the nail, be sure to apply a gel top coat so that it has a nice glossy finish. Sometimes you just don't have a free edge for you to put the form underneath. As you can see here, I do not have a free edge on my nail, it's just my nail bed. So what I have to do to get this form to fit to my nail bed is I have to cut out the form to the shape of my nail bed. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting out the first oval line that's here on this form, and I'm just cutting it out, and then I'm going to fit it to my nail and see if it fits. If it fits, then I'm going to fit the form snug to my nail bed because I technically have nothing to put the form underneath. There's no free edge, so this is the next best thing that I can do to ensure that I'm still able to extend out my nails. So it looks like it's going to be a perfect fit, so now I'm going to focus on fitting it the way that I did on the last nail. I want to make sure that the form is straight from the base of my nail bed all the way to the very tip of the form. So when I'm happy with it, I'm just going to pinch in the sides of the form to make sure that it is stuck to my nail and it's not moving. That's absolutely important. You do not want your form to move, but you also want it to come out straight. You don't want it to bow down or go upwards. So if you look very closely to my nail and the form, you'll notice that the free edge area has absolutely no gaps. Nothing is going to seep down, and that's exactly what you want. You do not want gaps on the free edge area. So when I'm using a brush, my technique is very deliberate. I want to make sure that I'm dragging one side of the brush across the surface of the builder gel. So you want to drag it across the top. You do not want to dunk your brush in there. And then any excess, you just tap it on the side to break the string. So this, because my nail is so short, I want to build out the free edge. It is very important when you're doing this that you actually focus on your free edge first before building out the rest of the nail. So here I'm going to apply the builder gel and float it on between the seam of where the form is and my natural nail starts. And then when I'm happy with that and I like how much I've built it out, then I'm going to cure that in my lamp for 60 seconds. Do not worry if it's looking like a mess on the top. Since it's builder gel, you're just going to build the nail. So that's the beautiful thing about builder gels. You continue building on what you're putting on. And this is a self-leveling builder gel. So before you even cure it, all you have to do is let it level itself out and you're gonna have a perfect shape. So I let it level out before I cured, and now I'm going to apply another layer onto my nail so that it covers my full nail bed, covers the cuticle area, the side walls, and I make sure to build out my apex the way that I want it to. And like I said before, I'm going to pull my brush down the center of my nail, and what this is going to do is place builder gel literally in the center of my nail, and then I'm going to flip it upside down. Gravity is going to do its thing, and then my apex will look good. So I just cured it for 60 seconds, taking it out of the lamp. I'm going to pinch the form to remove it, and then I'll show you guys what my nail looks like, how smooth it is, how built out, and wow, that looks like glass. I really love this builder gel. It is really clear. So if you do not have a free edge and you want to build out your nails, it's going to literally look like glass. So I'm going to remove the tacky layer with rubbing alcohol, and then I'm going to do a little bit of shaping so that I can get the free edge to look the way that I want it to, not crazy like it is right now. And for the final technique I'm going to show you, I'm going back to the bottle. So I'm going to show you guys how to do an overlay on top of your natural nail. This one is the easiest of them all because you don't have to apply a tip, you don't have to extend it with a form, nothing. So what I do is I focus my brush on the center and lower half of my nail, and then I work it up towards my cuticle. This is the same way I handle anything when I'm applying like gel polish, nail polish, or dip powder liquid to my nail. I always focus on the center, work my way down to my free edge, and then work my way up to my cuticle area. The reason I do this is because my center is where I want the apex to be, so I want the most amount of product in the center of my nail, and then I want everything else to be thinner. So all I'm going to do here is focus on the apex and then also focus on ensuring that I get builder gel on every single nook and cranny on this nail. because this is my natural nail, I also focus on getting builder gel on the free edge on the sides so that it's not too thin there and I don't deal with any chipping or cracking when I'm going about my normal wear and tear of my hands and my manicures. Then I go back to the center, try to build out an apex, and let gravity do its thing, and then I'll cure that in my nail lamp for 60 seconds. When it's out of the nail lamp, that's when I inspect my nails, I inspect the sidewalls, and decide if I have to add another layer. Like I said before, I do like to have a medium-ish layer of builder gel on my nails. It just helps them be strong and protected because a lot of the times I actually don't have dip powder or nail polish or gel polish on my nails. I kind of like wear them in just builder gel most of the time. So when I'm satisfied with that, then I'll go ahead and cure again. And when that is all done, all I have to do is give it a quick wipe down with rubbing alcohol and a paper towel. If you don't have paper towels, lint-free wipes work great. And then all I have to do is fine-tune my shaping and I'm good to go. So I'm pretty happy about how the entire manicure went. I am going to have to do the other two off camera. Alright, so this is the final reveal. I put builder gel on all 5 nails. Actually, I ended up putting it on both hands. That's how much I enjoyed using this builder gel. It is truly glass-like, crystal clear, and the consistency is like a medium consistency. It's not too thin, so you don't have to worry about your builder gel running everywhere, and it's not too thick, so you don't have to worry about it being hard to move and hard to manipulate. So I really, really enjoyed this builder gel, and I'm not even ashamed to wear it where you can see how short my natural nails are. This builder gel is amazing, and I hope you guys love this video.